Hello. First, I'd like to welcome my new subscribers, SMF Cohen, and about four others whose name never came up. I welcome and thank you. Excuse me a second. Wind. Well, to get the housekeeping out of the way, I'm smoking some J.J. Fox's The Bankers and my 150 Peterson Donegal Rocky, one of my favorite blends. And today, I'm going to talk some about the Bulldog Shape. Now, some people out there really don't like the shape of this pipe. To them, it's just plain old butt ugly. Then there's people who really love them, like me. And of course, Ethan Parsimonious Piper, he loves his bulldogs. Now, for those of you just getting started on pipe smoking and maybe looking at a shape, it appeals to you. Well, when it comes to a bulldog, usually it's shaped like a faceted gem, and I rounded here on top, one or two grooves around it. The shank is squared off or diamond shaped, which is my favorite way, because you can line up that stem just right with no problems. All right, let's see, and it comes in a variety of shapes. Well, variations, so to say. Well, a little history on it. Well, what little history I can get on it. It was probably first design made back in France. Could be England, Great Britain. Well, if going with France, I think Great Britain, they christened it the Bulldog. Why? It don't look like a... There's nothing there that reminds me of a bulldog. That's okay. Well, with the history, it can go either way. Or made and christened in one of those two countries. And as far as when, I'm going to say this pipe goes back 130, maybe 140 years, give take. The only thing I have to go on, before I even knew the name of the shape, was like two old French paintings. One of them looks like an old Claude Monet. Yes, I do like his artwork. Of a fellow on a bicycle, I think he had a lady with him, and you couldn't miss it. And the other one was like a silhouette of a fellow on a bicycle, alone. Don't know who the author of that piece of art was. And I remember from reading history, I was seeing a photo of General Patton. I'm pretty sure he was on the deck of a ship. And he was smoking would look like a squat bulldogs, or bull cap if you want to go with that. And a bulldog is like has one quality, I guess, in common with a church ward. Well, there's a few other shapes, like one shape I don't like, the blowfish. It's pretty distinctive. You know somebody's smoking that pipe shape from a mile away. There's no mistaking it. And they come in all kinds of styles. This one, of course, still has those right angles at the bottom, coming up like it's a cut gem, along with the diamond shank. This is my Baracchini, but this shape looks like this style looks like it belongs on top of an old steam locomotive, right on top of that smokestack. And you got my ADS Peterson Shannon here, my bent Bulldog. If you call it a Rhodesian, I can't fault you for it. Rhodesian's like another variation, a cousin to the Bulldog. I'm going to go with Stonehenge minstrels. Definition: the shank's round instead of squared off to that diamond shank. That satisfies me. This one was gifted to me by Brian Quilty. It's a nice Rhodesian. And you can call it a bull moose if you want. There's something what they call that has more of that chin quality or whatever it is. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And you can call it a bent Bulldog too. They didn't worry when they designed these pipes a long time ago. They didn't worry about details like that. So why should we? Why should we? And as far as it's not the only pipe that's ambiguous on when it was made. You can only get it in a ballpark. A billiard's another one. Along with the name, you don't know where that come from. I guess the stem and shank make it look like a pull cue. Now, I don't know where the bow came in on that one. I guess somebody was going to use it for a wrench if they didn't shoot pool balls with it. And with a billiard, you can go, with a bowl, you can make it squat and chunky. You got a pot. Go the other way, tall to extreme, you got stack or chimney. If you stretch that shank out a mile long and put a tiny stem on it, you got a lumberman or a Canadian. And there's others. What else we got here? And here's another one here. I call it the squat Bulldog. I think a lot of people do. It's also, I guess, the bull cap. It was my first Bulldog. It's a nice shape right there. I mean, it can get really elegant with this cap up here, the top part of the bowl. And Steve over at Smoking Cardboard, he's got one or two of them. They're beautiful. And he said it looks like a flying saucer. Well, he's right. It does look like a UFO on a stick. I like it. Now, I wasn't a real fan of a Bulldog at first, but when I got my first one, my Dr. Garbeau right there, oh yeah, it was nice, comfortable. The shape kind of grew on me and kept growing. Now I'm a fiend for them. And that's what finally set my love for Peterson and Stone. I love their Bulldogs. To me, they're beautiful, and they're comfortable as a slipper. Old pair of slippers or a coat. Man, do I love them. Well, that's all I got for now. I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thank you for dropping in.